Hello everybody, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Paranormasight. Now if you remember last time we played as Yako and then we got to a point where we couldn't continue on because she kept getting killed, so we probably have to address that in one of the other timelines, and we haven't tried Tetsuo yet, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. And I guess they're hanging out at the park. Tetsuo Tetsumi. 11 p.m. Now these cops know that other cop, or detective that was working with the lady, what's her name? Former Yasuda Gardens. The mom. Hey, buddy. Hey, boss. Forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but... if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. Somehow, I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard about high school girls are really into the spirit board things these days. We were just doing that! So he's right. Supposedly you can call in spirits and talk to them by using the board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We've gotta be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Listen up, Ario. Why does he make that face? You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this. I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing, you stop seeing everything else. Aye aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now? It's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. He's got a weird face too. Come on, we've got to go all over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here, at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up the atmosphere, in the wide open, where anyone could be listening. Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not that weird one here. Cripes. Cripes. Ugh, fine, let's get this over with. Aye, boss. So I guess he must know the white, detective. Because it said in his profile that they failed to save their friend or whatever, so I guess we know him and not exactly this old man, but you never know. I guess we could look at our surroundings. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama, Ichiomi were originally built as part of Daimo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became a city property of a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Well, I mean, there was that lady, but I guess maybe not in this timeline, or maybe they're here before she was. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. I mean, I guess we don't necessarily know if, like, all these stories are on the same timeline. They could be all doing their own thing, which would explain why sometimes people are alive and doing things, and sometimes they're not, right? Jun Irio, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is Sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. About the case. So early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found a victim collapsed here in the park, and called police when they realized he was dead. Looks like he had a heart attack. While there were no obvious external wounds, The fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that it was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. Think about that about sums it up. Now, the way that guy died, it looks like we haven't yet met the cursed bear who did that to him, right? Because all of Shogo's victims like died with like tears running down their face and like kind of looked like they were screaming, and then the lady's victims, I guess we never really saw what they looked like, but I assume that they probably got burned to death, right? So I don't think she's responsible for that. We don't know what the high school girls does yet. I don't think we got to test that one out last time. I don't remember though. But, boss. Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it. The only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe. Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. Kinda reminds me of the Ace Attorney guy. The main character. I don't know what his name is, actually. About the case. Oh, Phoenix Wright, that's it. Well, it's our duty to get to the bottom of the suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi, of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? He looks more like a villain. I guess he makes a good undercover cop, though, right? Or maybe he's dressing like this to be cool with the kids? Hello, fellow children. Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much he had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt like we'd need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. Oh, dear God. Hajime was a police officer with the Sumida City Community. Okay, we were at that. He held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the same force at the same time as Juniryo. Oh, he entered the force at the same time as Juniryo. Hajime was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the former Yasuda Gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, Yoshimi turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with the troubled youth as a police officer. While his appearance and demeanor suggested a man who was rough around the edges, he was a passionate, loyal, and caring man at heart, looked up to as a big brother by his peers. Yoshimi achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistently sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. Aw. I mean, he does look like someone that the kids of today would like. I don't know. I mean, he was a gang member, so they're probably like, whoa, this dude, respect. I don't know. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I'm the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you? I mean, he's not that weird, he's just very positive. Maybe? Hajime was, yeah, right? Hajime? I have no idea. Was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him and helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most, boss. Ugh. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt my morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Ario! No! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. Can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. What's that? Is that a lantern? What's that red thing just floating above his head? Weird. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? I wonder if one of them's gonna get the curse. Right? I mean, I guess it'd have to be the dude since he was in our story thing. But it's like, what would he do with it? Oh, I hope our buddy here doesn't die. Maybe he'd get it to avenge him or something? What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kita Senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. But he has a girlfriend. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone? It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias, too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years, they just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there's been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone in my police department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. I mean, the lady, the mom or whatever, she was married, right? I don't think she had a fiancé. I think they were actually married, but he was in the police force. Her whole family is. I don't think it's her. Hey boss. I looked into the case of Hajime that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. The first was the suicide of a girl who jumped off a building at Kamizawa last week. Yeah, I did hear about that. What's that under thing? Is that just part of her shirt, or is that like a note under her little flap there? I don't know. I don't know how these uniforms work. That might just be part of the uniform. I have no idea. The girl's name was Michio Shirashi. She was a 2nd-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. So she's been troubled for some time. Oh yeah, she had like a really messed up family. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure that there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seemed he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but... They said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. Now she's dead. I mean, if there's a problem at home, chances are it's the parents, so I don't see why you should just take their word for it. And they're just covering themselves up. Then it's possible that he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into the Michio Shirashi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported his findings of his investigation. I see. And you're thinking that it may have something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is that Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too. Wow, we have a lot to talk about the victim. And there was that other case he was working? And what was that other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata High School student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Oh yeah, this is the girl that was talking to the teacher at night in the school for some reason. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She's pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, and battery. You name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl that the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd worried about how she'd get on without him. Right. When she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her through this. Well, we have to make sure that the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But... We can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her, too. Yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us get to talk to her. That's what you're hired for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Yeah, I'm sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it. I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was... You were? Shit. Oh wait, oh, I thought I was. You were? Oh shit. This is just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We've got a quite bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Kamagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Okay, yeah. We had just talked about all that. I don't think we need to read that right now, right? Or wait. Oh, it does give the... Alright. Body found at former Yasuda Gardens. Estimated time of death 2 days prior at approximately 11 a.m. Cause death, acute heart failure, cause unknown. Signs of struggle found at the scene. Efforts to locate witnesses underway. Body discovered by the groundskeeper. Currently investigating the fiancé of the deceased and 2 female students at Komagata High School that the deceased had contact with as persons of interest. Yeah, so I definitely think these guys are going to be able to save the high school girl. Because they're going to be going to the high school. So, I think we have to do this to get her safe. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of a park like that certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find out who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things that Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we can rule out a mugging. Though there's probably aren't many people who'd think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I mean, it doesn't really look like a cop, though. He's not in uniform, so maybe they wouldn't have known. I've also heard that Hajime had gotten into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m., the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? I think someone called him here. Otherwise, why would he be meeting with a person? Like, why would there be footsteps, you know? I mean, unless if he had a curse, but no, I don't think so. I don't think he would, like... I don't know. It'd be weird to try to hide your curse totem thing, because, like, they all seem very attached to it, so I doubt that they would want to, like, come here and hide it. So I think he was meeting with someone, possibly... I don't know. Possibly if that delinquent girl has maybe a curse stone that they wanted to talk about, or maybe it was someone else entirely. I think someone called him here. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met this person here, someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. That perp must have planned something. Then, you think it was mediated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there is still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work with a case like this now, just the two of us, is like a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When you run your mouth like that. It's getting late, you must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Take your nappy naps. Yeah, I get it. Tuck old man in. Take his meds. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you too. Why do we have so much to say about him? On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. It's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. Wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took her daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she gave up a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. I'd come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You'd better be careful, Ilario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Jeez, you just don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges, but I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student? Men love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you, making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Yeah, man, we got cases to solve. Oh my god, we have so much to say about Tatsumi. Ah! Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been around the Nejima murder. Oh, so he knows about this too. You know your history, huh? Huh, yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied the case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. Oh, that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about... I have the hiccups. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If one had overlooked one little thing, we may have never caught him at all. I think I remember hearing that there was only one charge brought against him at the end. Okay, I have hiccups. Hold on. That's right. We didn't have the evidence, and I knew there was no such way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but... we may have stuck Fumachika Nejima in the cell, but there was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all that damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Okay. So, all this occult stuff. Have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? The Rite of Resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares about what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Samaida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite or whatever, that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but... bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Alrighty, we got it all. Now what? Now we think our little heads off. Anyone behind us? Being creepy? No, not today. Got a bad feeling about this case. My gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. Must be something here. Got anything in your pocket? Oh, the scene. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. Almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not knowing that is any consolation. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there he is! Oh god, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. The hell are you? Damn it. It was that case all along. Oh, so he does believe. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Ah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing. Those who deceived its falsehoods under and hung up forever in the eternal darkness. Kill them! Kill them! Those who spread lies. Kill them all! You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Use the curse button when someone lies to you. Oh. That's nice. I'm pretty sure I read that. He deceived us with his so-called Rite of Resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough he was found hanging in the garden of Daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill with crafting Natsuki clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some kind of cruel fate. Perhaps he ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars where the rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's hanging from it. As the mansion's owner was not home, another unfortunate event, the people held their tongues fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Interesting. Oh. This is that one that's just like a tree that really had nothing else to it. Weird. I'm surprised that we're actually using that one. And it's got such a like painful looking one. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. I wonder why the tree gives you lie killing powers. Now kill. Can you hear a curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. So who do we want to bring back? As this guy. Boss! Boss! Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. I'm fine. Irio. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I thought we were ending there. Huh. So he knows a lot about curses. So does that mean that maybe the Netsumi murder, whatever it was, Nejika? I don't know. I wonder if that guy was a curse bearer? Or something? Perhaps? Well, only one way to find out. Tetsuya Tatsumi, 12 a.m. Still hanging at the gardens. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The Rite of Resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. And the curse you have here is the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area. Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. Quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying that. I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. They have a fun dynamic. Good cop, bad cop. I wonder if we'll see that dude here, the guy with the glasses. Is he still alive in this timeline? We still haven't gotten to hear much about that lady that was basically using the glasses guy. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility? It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. Can I look around? Not very far. Yeah, we didn't get to look for much chickens. I guess that's only in the other lady's timeline, though. But I wasn't sure if that was gonna be like an everywhere thing or not. Alright, let's talk to him. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. But no, I just can't believe it. I've heard rumors that you used to be a member of the secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we'd need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you ended up joining because of me. Come on, boss. Do you think I only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. So he's a player. He's a player. I can't believe this. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural does not exist. So Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Oh boy. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan... blah. I can't talk. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division Special Security Unit, the Paranormal Affairs Bureau is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know of its existence even within the force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in utmost secrecy. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio Kurozu. Oh, that was the girl, the friend of, Yako. Yako's tacos. Yako's hot dogs. The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross their desks, though the vast majority turn out to be hoaxes. Due to the sheer volume of cases, close-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuya Tatsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. The current chief of Paranormal Affairs is a man named Hiriru Nakagoshi. He was born into a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, and has served as Mio Kurosuzu's mentor since discovering her. Hiro is an elusive figure. We have met him in person, and he is rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has often been the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because Hiro is not actually of flesh and blood at all. The seat in his office is usually occupied by a New, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The New resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kiri's messenger. leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. Now I don't feel so bad about leaving Mio on her own. Like, she's involved with police work. I'm sure she handled that ghost that was attacking them just fine without Yako getting in the way. Why do we have this? What happened? I think we know all this stuff, right? Yeah. Born to a relatively well-off household, June developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and optimistic look of life. Helped with his knee, blah blah. Yeah, okay, we already know that. He's like a dreamer. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai, there we go, who is now a private investigator. The two initially became friendly when June found Richter holed up alone in the reference room scouring over old crime data. Invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during the era. Okay. So, do you know? You know? So, do you? You know. Have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, huh. Is this how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Thought it'd help get the point across. Oh, huh. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes, that seems like it'd be a violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. 69, nice. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Wait, Mia doesn't get paid? That sucks. This is an outrage. She should sue. She should just stop fighting spirits until they start paying her. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? So what do we do now? We've got this Rite of Resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Curses being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. Isn't that bad? I'll put it this way. It's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. I like his pose. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? That means that the overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working in case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. I might actually be nice to having you around. Why, thank you. So, what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right. If there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the Rite of Resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into a one-sided reed's curse bearer, but no such luck it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that the other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. Ugh, that means someone who may have the power of the curse. Understood. In that case... Oh, there he is. Why not ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time? What do you know? There is someone there. Good luck. Is it Glasses? Your buddy Glasses? Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police. Yeah, it is Glasses. He's alive in this timeline. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namagaki. That's your name, correct? Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. That's not suspicious at all! Congratulations! You've made it to the top of our list. Nice sweater. Okay, ba-da-ba-dum. So what is it that you're doing here? Ah, it must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens, the dead policeman? I can't imagine the detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective, ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? You know, he's got a pretty good power, because he can just kill anyone that lies, right? Although I don't think this guy was a liar. He was pretty honest the entire time, but it doesn't matter. What do we do? Should we be aggressive, or should we be like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? I feel like this will definitely make us seem evasive. So let's just go along with it. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? One of the 7 Mysteries of Honjos, right? Why do you ask? I was just looking for it. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. Not here. I don't know, this does not sound like something he would say. If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better off looking around the former Yasuda Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detectives, you have the cursed stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? You, how did you... Irio, shut up, Irio, you freaking moron, you idiot. Haha, well that was much easier than expected. Oh crap, sorry. Idiot. It was a simple inference. I know words, trust me. It was a simple inference. I figure you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. Take it now. Swipe it from his little hands. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer. Not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detective? We wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we? I don't want to use it yet. Boss? Who knows, maybe we'll get more stuff out of him. Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably, too. Is there anyone behind us? Is that lady around? We can't look. Darn. He's watching us so calmly. We need to be careful of this guy. Before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? What? Boss, why did you tell him? As for how the curse works. Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that... It hangs to death anyone who'd try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the cursed stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell. Understand? What? Really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much perfect. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems like I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then, I'll be honest with you. So far, so good. There's someone I want you to bring back. So I'd like your assistance in collecting soul drakes. I can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning. Oh really? But we know how to deal with this, so we'll be fine. We'll just turn this off. And then we'll be fine. No? Wait, hold up. Why can I still hear it? Boop. Bop. Okay. No? My curse, the foot-washing mansion. Do you really think you could just escape it by just being careful? Doesn't matter to me which of you has the curse bearer, I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Nabagaki- oh, I forgot about him. Oh shoot. The foot-washing mansion is a powerful curse, it's so simple to activate. Is ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Well, actually. Irio, get out of here! Hurry! I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. The voice of his curse echo. Oh, this poor guy. He's like, why is this not working? But it's not you. It's the fourth wall. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This never happened. He's looking directly at us. That's so weird. Ah. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Here you go. Now, grab him. Right. Perfect. Nabagaki, get down! Ah, damn it. Boss, here, it's Curse Stone. I think we can turn it back on now. I think we're safe. That's so fun. Nice. Good work. Give it to me. Oh, I see. So maybe what we're gonna have to do is play as this guy and just take everyone's curse down. And maybe he's like the real protagonist, trying to keep everybody alive. Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider the assault of a police officer. That assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is a stone. I mean, but what's a threat, though? I feel like we could arrest him for that. He threatened to kill us, even if it didn't work. It's like if he tried to shoot us, but he missed. I think that still counts as being able to arrest him. And besides, we're part of the paranormal police department. We could just be like, yeah, he tried to kill us with a ghost. I think they'd believe us, right? And it's at night and no one else knows, so we could totally just wipe this case, or just hide it, you know? How could this happen? My Rite of Resurrection. Yeah, he's so sad. Like, his is the only right that so far we could just turn off the volume and it's ineffective. He's like, why is this happening? All the other curses are completely fine. Give it up. The curse was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd better be mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. Loser. Phew, that was a close one, huh, boss? Probably be dead if he had activated that curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Yeah. Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah. Curse from this one is flowing into me too. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot-washing mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. Oh my god, he's gonna become, like, all-powerful. Ah, I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger 7 mysteries. Now I know why. It sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Phew. I mean, it's not that powerful. What do you do to activate it? Kills by crushing one who hears the command. Wash. Oh, okay. She was an accomplished onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After fierce powerful, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something gnawed her away at at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I need as long as I have this. Suddenly a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. Curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. So this is just a lady that wanted her foot washed? Yeah. So what's she? I don't know what an onmyoji is. Maybe it's like a... I don't know. Some kind of priestess sort of thing or whatever. Or like a queen of some sort, like someone important. I have no idea. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? We visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't as aggressive as him, but people do some crazy things to bring back someone they love. Seems that the hatred the ghost stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in Paranormal Affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. He will become all-powerful. He'll become Thanos of the Curse Stones, wielding all of them. Oh, see, there's that teacher that we have to- or no, not teacher, but like that dude. Oh yeah, and then we'll be able to save her. Yeah. Because that writer killed Yoko in the streets, but if we can take his curse stone here, then she'll be safe. And then we could also proceed with her story. It all works out. Although it's weird that, like, we're kind of moving along in the same timeline, but things are definitely different. Like, because I don't know how this timeline works out with Shogo's. Because like, if it works out with Shogo's, then, like, the first guy would be dead, or, like, Glasses would be dead, and the girl would be dead, so I don't know how this all works out. Unless we... No, because if we follow the one where he didn't, like, get the curse stone, then he'd be dead in a park. I have no idea. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. He's so weird looking. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. That's suspicious. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything, we just want to talk. You're Hideki Arashi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple of questions. Well, let's get this over with. I'm a busy man. I'm gonna take your curse stone. What were you doing? Now, Mr. Arashi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night. Information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book. Are we supposed to say the right thing, or are we supposed to just lead them on? The Record of Fates? I have no idea. I'm not sure what we should do here. Because, like, I think if we say it wrong, then the guy will get all agitated, and then maybe he'd reveal to us more information? Let's call it the Book of Dates. It's obvious you don't know a thing. Aw, man. It's the Record of Fates, how rude. Yeah, sorry about that, I should have done my research. But it's true that you found- oh wait, but he did tell us the correct name, so you know. If we would have kept it, like, what we believed it actually was, he might have been like, no, I've never heard of that. But it's true that you found some kind of ritual in that book, right? Well, what, don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the Rite of Resurrection, too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Oh, I can. I can make you speak. About his research. Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rite of Resurrection yourself? You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet. Pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the Rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the Rite. So now I pray that it's real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine the funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the Rite of Resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, so that means someone's sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no intention of teaching those children. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins, first and foremost, with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way. Can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it would interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in the story that lacks detail, or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in their culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. Huh, I see. Take the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone 100 years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit I am curious. So that's why you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the Rite exists or not. If people in the Edo period believed that what was written in the records of fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the Rite of Resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you. You wouldn't understand anyway. This record of fates. Where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Can I actually look around? Okay, there's nothing to look at. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it was you're looking for. I mean, I guess all of these are right? What would you be looking for? Soul dregs? Or maybe a curse bearer? Curse bearer. Because you don't need to look for this other stuff. He already knows about this. And the curse stones are given to you by the curses. And soul dregs are in all the people, so you'd be looking for a curse bearer. What? Damn it. If you know about that, then... Calm down. No need to get so defensive. What do we do here? I mean, because if we show it to him, then he might know what it is, like, that he can't lie to us, but I feel like there's also a way to just, like, hide that you're lying by not telling the complete truth, you know? So I don't know if that'll help or hurt. Like, if we hide it, then he won't know what we have. Like, because we could have anything. We could have the one that where he turns around and he dies, or we have two right now, so we could use the sound at any time, too. So maybe if we show him one, we'll go with the sound one, and we'll also have the lying as backup. Or it could be the other way around. We only have to show him one, right? Hopefully he only shows him one and not both of them. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? I don't remember which one that is. A curse stone! You are a curse bearer! A leaf. Is it the Evergreen Beach, then? Yep. Will you show me yours? This is mine. The ever-burning lantern. Interesting. Well, we showed him the Evergreen Beach one, so I feel like we should tell him that we can tell if he's lying, because then he'll be more likely to tell the truth. I'll tell you this for free. The Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors, but the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. So that is a resentful memory held within the Evergreen Beach. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all, like a Pokemon. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? What? So don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it that you want? Curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, but my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, I haven't. I swear. I see. Good. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all of your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have the stone. Here. Huh. I'm surprised you gave it over so easily. I don't know. Something suspicious about this. What was this about? Oh, the Soba cart. The Soba cart lantern that never goes out. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The Soba cart on south of Orgosui served as one of their outposts. They'd communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on and off. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor. But the deed was done, still he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the 6th bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from beyond. Kills by disembowelment one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. How? I don't know how that one gets invoked. That one seems weird. So did they have to be in darkness? Like, but it's nighttime, so isn't that everybody? I have no idea. I don't know. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Humph. Alright. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve this case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in this record of fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. But now we've removed his curse stone, so now we can't kill Yako. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries in the Rite are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive. Next time, really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there's 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast, or they might start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there were some soldier eggs in Namagaki's curse stone. Really? Then he'd already killed someone with it? It's not much. So it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make the arrangements and take him into custody. We have paranormal affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namagaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for paranormal affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. I suppose that's true. I'm pretty sure we lied, right? Is that what it's trying to tell us? What's this about? Oh, we can't do anything about that because I think now we have to proceed with these other 2. How much time we got? I want to proceed with Yako's just because I'm curious what will happen now that that's all gone down. Yeah, this one. Because now she should be fine, right? And besides, I like Yako. Yako's hot dogs. I've never had them, actually. Mia's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. There he is. That's... Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Arashi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait, he's the one who discovered the Rite of Resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with the curses. Wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? But it's way past 10 minutes. Mio said she'd be here by... I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we didn't actually see her this time. Nice. She actually made it home. And Mio's gonna be fine. She's, like, in the police. And she's got, like, so much spirit since she's, like, overflowing with it. Ah, I'm home. Thank goodness. I don't think the walk has ever felt this long. Nobody will be able to use their curse stone once it's light outside. I need to go look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need some rest. Mio better be okay by the end of this game. She's, like, so far my favorite. She's just so powerful. Why is that like that? Maybe it's like telling you that you could do something else here? But I'm pretty okay with that because she's alive and everything's fine. So let's go with her. Maybe she can do something now. Because, we didn't really, like, nothing really happened. It was just like, we can't do anything else. So, what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Samada River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. I mean, that's not true. Excuse me. That's that lady, right? It's you, that weirdo. There's that chicken, although we already found that one, so we're good. Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. She's the one that was using glasses. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? Huh. Curse bearers? What's that then? I mean, it means someone who's gathering souls for the Rite of Resurrection. You've heard of the Rite of Resurrection, haven't you? Everybody's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, miss? What was your name again? Oh, silly me. I'm Ayami Tono. University student. Oh! University student. Could this be the cop's daughter? That'd be weird, though. What was the cop's name? What was his last name? Tetsumi. But, I mean, she could have taken the wife's name. Right? Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? What do I just want to look around. Make sure nobody's behind me, being weird. Okay. There's more to the Rite of Resurrection that meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill the other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So are you saying you're one of these curse bearers? No, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro? Is that your boyfriend? Oh, heavens no. Just a friend. Ooh. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki. We're, I suppose you could say, partners in crime. Oh, poor guy. He got friend-zoned and he's killing people for her. Funny way of putting it. So, where is this Yutaro now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. More like he's a former curse bearer. She's like a gold digger, but for curses. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student, only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers, myself. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Oopsies. He lost it. How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you'd probe into that of all things. I'm just a curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Yutaro can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep the level head on my shoulders. So anyway, mind if I ask you why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plans if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question, and the answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd have given them to you? Just like that? Well, maybe not, but you know what they say. You never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh, goodness no. We're just friends. Oh, that poor guy. Oh, my life doesn't revolve around him, you know. Oh, I don't like how she looks at us. Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please, ignore me. So what are you trying to do with this Rite of Resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems, how do I put it, self-centered? She seems self-centered. I mean, if you got the chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? What a bitch! Wow. Sounds like you really have your heart set on this right. What were you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. Ahem. I'm an art student. So she's weird. You see, woodblock prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everyone says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think ukiyo is as some inaccessible high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Huh, yeah, I guess. She's standing here like, what the hell is happening? This lady is crazy! And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of the ukiyo is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Sure I have, he's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here, back in the Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. Oh yeah, he did that. That's what I was thinking. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic. They're the only works of his most people know. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only a teeny tiny tip of his veritable iceberg of work. I gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. There's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? So he kept on drawing right up until his old age? Huh, impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He had imposter syndrome, basically. He's already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Huh? Seriously? Hold on, are you saying... Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? No. No way is where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. She is freaking nuts. You've gotta be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the Rite of Resurrection to... That's right, I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. I wondered how he'd feel about his great waves being used on basically everything from coasters to t-shirts. That's what she'd use it on? What a waste. Yeah, we don't need to read that. That's just history. We all have seen that thing. We all know who Hokusai is. Oh gosh, is it that time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on the curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. She is freaking nuts. If anyone should not be getting this Rite of Resurrection, it's her and, what was the name of the first girl we met that wanted to bring her dog back? I'm sorry, but that's also not a fantastic use for killing, like, 1 billion people. Ayami is a young woman working with Yutaro Namagaki. That should be changed to using Yutaro Namagaki. Her love of Katsushika Hokusai's Ukiyo is so great that she wishes to resurrect him with the Rite of Resurrection. Ayame is clever but calculating university student who only has time for her own interests. She's making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students and excited by their appearance across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayame is content to ride this trend so long as it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. Recently, Ayame has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. She was approached by Yutaro Namagaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich. She is a gold digger. She's just a gold digger. She's a gold digger and a cursed soul digger. However, she does not think much of him as a human being and is beginning to grow bored of their relationship. Oh my god. That's just the wow. Okay. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after cursed stones, we should keep an eye on her, too, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. My. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. What time we got? Oh, let's find out what happens when she goes home, okay? And then maybe we'll stop. My voice is pretty tired. Shigima Mansion. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. Is there anyone here? What is that? Oh, it's a rooster. Remain calm. It's just an ostrich and a helmet. Nice. What do we get? Among the morning green. She has a lot of these things to find. Is there just one in every location? I hope so. What do we do? Let's wait. I don't know why. Well, waiting, like, if I keep pressing that, will it do something? I don't think so. I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. The old Shigima mansion. We rebuilt it here after the great Kanto earthquake. It always stayed the same after all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Yeah, we don't need to read that. Oh, I don't need the... We got everything from it. Okay, let's go inside. I don't know. Hopefully there's nothing in our house. Oh. Harvey's wish. Complete the Harvey branch of chapter 1. Okay, and then we continue on with that guy. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I mean, that was really short though, right? Let's... what do we do? I don't know, maybe we should stop here and then... Because, like, then we'll have, like, a fresh start next time. Okay, we'll stop here. So, thank you all for watching. This is getting to be like the Avengers we're all assembling. I really hope that the police officer becomes Thanos at the end. He just has all those cursed stones and he just snaps everybody out of existence. Although I like the high schoolers, so I think they should live. They seem fine. I mean, they seem like the least murdery out of all of them. Although, I don't know, Yoko was kind of getting a little murdery. Shogo's just there. He was confused of why he was even there to begin with. Haruhi definitely wants to kill someone to bring back her son. Tatsumi's the only good guy so far. Who knows though, maybe he'll go crazy at the end and try to bring someone back to life. we have yet to see. But that's all for this time, so let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.